Near the very beginning of the play, we see a mother and son who are at odds with each other, in spite of the fact that, of course, they love each other. The explosiveness of this scene will speak for itself.
What in Christ's name am I supposed to do?
Not in my presence. Have you gone out of your senses?
I have, that's true. Driven out.
What's the matter with you? You big idiot?
Look, I have no thing, no single thing in my life that I can call my own. Yesterday, you confiscated my books.
Yes,
you had the nerve
that horrible book back to the library. That hideous novel by that insane Mr. Lawrence. I cannot control the diseased mind or the people who cater to it. But I will not allow this filth in my house. No, 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 no.
House? House? Who pays rent on it? Who makes a slave to
Don't
himself?
you dare to!
No, I mustn't say such things. I've got to just...
Let me tell you.
I don't want to hear anymore.
You will hear more.
No, I won't hear more. I'm going out.
You come right back in.
Oh, you go.
Tom Hayfield, you come right back here. You will hear more now. No more business list. I'm at the end of my patience.
What do you think I'm at? Aren't I supposed to have any patience to reach the end of, Mother? I know it doesn't make any difference to you what I'm doing and what I want to do and having a little difference between them. You don't think that...
I think that you've been doing things that you're ashamed of. That's why you act like this. Nobody goes to movies night after night. Nobody goes to movies as often as you pretend to. People don't go to the movies at midnight, and movies don't let out at 2 a.m. Coming stumbling, muttering to yourself like a maniac. You get 3 hours of sleep, and then you go to work. Oh, I can just picture what you're doing down there, moping and dumping because you're in no condition.
No!
What right?
I'm in no condition.
What right are you about to jeopardize your job? Jeopardize the security of all of us? How do you think we manage to do
Listen,
work?
you think I'm crazy about the warehouse? You think I'm in love with continental shoemakers? You think I want to spend 55 years down there in that Celotex interior with fluorescent tubes? Look, I'd rather someone picked up a crowbar and battered out my brains than go back mornings. But I go. Every time you come in yelling that goddamn rise and shine, I go. And I get up. For $65 a month, I give up everything I've ever dreamed of doing and being ever. And you say self? Self's all I ever think of? Why, listen, Mother, self's all I ever think of. I be where he is. God. As far as the system of transportation reaches, don't grab at me, Mother.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the movies.
I don't believe that lie!
I'm going to opium dens. Yes, opium dens, Mother. Dens of vice and criminal hangouts. I joined the Hogan game. I'm a hired assassin. I carry a Tommy gun in a violin case. I run a string of cat houses in the valley. I'm leading a double life. A simple, they call me Killer. Killer Wingfield. I'm leading a double life. A simple, honest warehouse worker by day. And by night, I'm the dynamic czar of the underworld. I spin away fortunes at the roulette table. I sometimes wear a patch over one eye and a false mustache. Sometimes I put on green whiskers. On those occasions, they call me El Diablo. Oh, I can tell you things that make you sleepless. My enemies plan to dynamite this place. They're going to blow us all sky high some night. And I'll be glad, very happy, and so will you. You'll go up on a broomstick high over the Blue Mountains with your 17 gentlemen callers, you ugly, babbling old witch!
My best menagerie. I will speak to you until you apologize.
We're going to do now a scene from The Seagull. If you've been here in past years, you may have seen this scene. Again, a mother and son are at odds with each other, but they have a moment, as in all the great plays, a moment that is very touching and loving, but it falls apart fairly quickly, as you will see. Detlef has attempted suicide once because he's lost everything that mattered to him.
Oh, he frightened me.
It's not right for him to be living here. He's miserable. Now, Mama, if you had a sudden burst of generosity and loaned him $1,000 or $2, he could live in town for a whole year.
I don't have any money. I'm an actress, not a banker.
Mama, change my bandage for me. You do it so well.
The doctor is running late.
You promised to be here by 10. It's already noon.
All right. This looks like a turban on you. The other day, somebody wandered by and asked the cook what nationality you are. Looks much better now. Almost nothing left. Now promise me you won't play Click Click Bang again once I've left.
No, Mama. I just felt so insanely depressed. It won't happen again. You have hands of gold. I remember long ago when I was a little boy, you were working at the State Theater. There was a fight in our courtyard. They beat up the washerwoman pretty badly. And you took care of her children for her. You washed them, made them food. Do you remember?
I don't.
2 ballerinas lived upstairs. They stopped by for coffee all the time.
I remember that.
They were very religious. The last few days, I felt so much love for you. So tender and complete. Like when I was a little boy. I have no one left but you. But why, oh why, do you let yourself live under the influence of that man?
You don't understand him, Constantine. He's a very honorable man.
Of course, when he found out I was challenging him to a duel, his cowardice didn't get in the way of his honor. He's running away, leaving in disgrace.
Don't be stupid. I asked him to go away with me.
Very honorable man. Here we are practically fighting over him. He's probably out in the front room or in the courtyard, convincing Nina once and for all that he's a genius.
It must be so nice of you to say these horrible things to me. I respect that man, and all I'm asking is that you show him the same respect in my presence.
Well, I don't respect him. You want me to treat him like a genius, but you'll forgive me if his writing makes me vomit.
That's envy. Untalented, pretentious people have nothing better to do than ridicule those with real talent.
Real talent? I'm more talented than both of you put together. All you do is maintain your stranglehold of the world of art, legitimizing only what you create and smothering everyone else, leaving them to rot. Well, I don't recognize your legitimacy. I don't recognize either one of you. You are him.
Who cares what you think, you pretentious little
Go
toad?
back to your precious theater and act in your stupid, pathetic plays.
I have never acted in any such place. Who cares what you think? You couldn't even run a pathetic little vaudeville. You're not even Russian, you foreigner, you leech!
You old tightwad.
Failure! Non-entity! Oh, don't cry. Oh, don't cry. Oh, my sweet, beautiful child, you're not supposed to cry. Forgive me. Forgive your horrible mother.
If you only knew. She doesn't love me. I can't write anymore. All my hopes are gone.
It'll be all right. It'll all be better soon. He's leaving. She'll fall in love with you again. There. Are we all better now?
Yes, Mama.
And make up with him too. You don't need to fight a duel. You see that, right?
Yes, Mama. But don't make me see him again. I don't have it in me. There he is. I'm going. I'll have the doctor fix my bandage.
We don't always recognize at this time in our lives that these arguments and fights and emotional upheavals in people's lives are very real. But I think upon reflection, all of the students in this class realize that in their own lives they've had some experience that's close to the emotions of these people. And that's why, in fact, I'm very pleased, and you'll be too, I hope, to see so many of these young people playing these huge parts with such emotion.
What is it?
Oh, sorry. Thank you. This is a scene from the Children's Hour. after two women who were accused of being lesbians, who were teaching young children. All the young children were pulled from the school. They sued for libel, and they lost the case. And now they are alone in the house, having been wrongly accused.
It gets dark so early now. Cooking always makes me feel better. Well, I guess you've got to give the Duchess some dinner. When the hawks descend, you've got to feed him. Where's Joe? Where's Joe? A patient? Will he be back in time for dinner? No. We'll save dinner for him. Karen, what's the matter?
He won't be back anymore.
You mean he won't be back anymore tonight?
He won't be back at all.
What happened? What happened, Karen?
He thought we had been lovers.
I don't believe you.
All right.
I don't believe it. You never said a word all these months, all through the trial. Didn't you tell him? For God's sake, didn't you tell him it wasn't true?
Yes,
You didn't believe him?
I guess he believed me.
Then what have you done?
What had to be done?
It's all wrong. It's silly. He'll be back in a little while and he'll clear things up. Oh, God. I wanted that for you so much.
Don't. I feel sick to my stomach.
What's happened to us? What's really happened to us?
I don't know. I want to be sleepy. I want to go to sleep.
Go back to Joe. He's strong. He'll understand. Stop talking about it. Let's pack. Let's get out of here. Let's take the train in the morning. Train to where? I don't know. Someplace. Any place. A job, money. In this big town, we could get something to do. They'd know about us. We've been famous. A small town, then. They'd know more about us. Is there anywhere to go? No. There'll never be any place for us to go. We're bad people. We'll sit. We'll be sitting the rest of our lives wondering what's happened to us. Do you think this seems strange? We'll get used to it. We'll be here for a long time. Let's pinch each other sometimes. We can tell whether we're still living.
But this isn't a new sin they tell us we've done.
Others aren't destroyed by it. They're the people who believe in it, who want it, who've chosen it. We aren't like that. We don't love each other. I don't love you. We've been very close, of course. I've loved you like a friend, the way thousands of women feel about other women. Yes. Certainly that doesn't mean anything. There's nothing wrong about that. It's perfectly natural that I should be fond of you. That I should...
Why are you saying all this to me? Because I love you.
What? I love you that way. Maybe the way they said I have, I don't know. You're crazy. There's always been something wrong. Always, as long as I can remember. I have loved you the way they said. Stop it. You're afraid of hearing it. I'm more afraid than you. I won't listen to you. Take your hands down. You've got to hear it. I can't keep it any longer. You've got to know how guilty I am. You are guilty of nothing. I've been telling myself that ever since we heard the child's tale. I've been praying I could convince myself of it. I can't any longer. It's there. I don't know how. I don't know why. But I did love you. I do love you. I resented your marriage. Maybe because I wanted you. Maybe I wanted you all along. Maybe I couldn't call it by name. Maybe it's been ever since I first knew you. You're telling yourself a lie. You never thought of each other that way. No, of course you didn't, but who's to say I didn't? I never felt that way about anyone but you. I never loved you. I never knew why before. Maybe it's that. tired and sick. It's funny. It's all mixed up. There's something in you. You don't know it. You don't do anything about it. Suddenly a child gets bored and lies, and there you are, seeing it for the first time. It all seems to come back to me. In some way I've ruined your life. I ruined my own. I didn't even know. They didn't stop caring. I feel all dirty. I can't stay with you anymore, darling.
Don't lie. You never said it. You'll forget it by tomorrow.
Tomorrow. It's a funny word. We'd have to invent language all our own as children, without words like tomorrow.
Go and lie down, Martha. You'll feel better.
And then she shoots herself. It's a bit more contemporary. August Osage County.
What is this? What'd you say?
I didn't hear.
Say that again.
I didn't hear you, Jay. Say it again.
August Osage County.
Oh, God.
By Tracy Letts. This is a little bit of a lighter scene earlier on in the play. But big things have already happened. Ivy.
Did you see
Wait a minute.
it?
Violet and Ivy. Okay, Violet's husband has disappeared, has been gone for 5 years, and that's Ivy's father. There are 3 sisters altogether, Ivy and a few others, Barbara and none. And so Violet is probably in part to blame for her husband's leaving. They've had quite a relationship with pills and alcohol and each other. Okay.
Did you call Barb? Yes. When did you call her? This morning. What did she say? She's on her way. How's she getting here? She and Bill are coming. Is she driving? I doubt it. Why? Boulder's a long way. Is she bringing Jean? I don't know. When did she say she'd be here? She didn't say. She just said she was on her way. What did you tell her? I told her Dad was with me. That's all. Is there anything else? Did you tell her how long he'd been missing? 5 days. Did you tell her that? I think so. Well, what did she say? She didn't say. She just said she was on her way. God damn it, what did she say? Was she irritated? Was she amused? Tell me what she said. She just said she was on her way. You're hopeless. God damn, your father doesn't need to do this. Really me to handle this? You've seen this office of his paperwork, that mess. I can't make heads or tails of it. He hired this Indian a week ago to take care of the place. Now I have some stranger in my house. I don't know what to say to that girl. What's her name? Donna. He's always paid the bills and made the phone calls. Now suddenly I'm supposed to handle it? You know this house is falling apart. Something about the sump pump, or the basement, or the foundation. I can't do all this by myself. I called Karen. What did she say? She said she's trying to get here. She'll be a big fat help, just like you. I need Barb. I don't know what Barb's gonna be able to do. What did you do to your hair? I had it straightened. You had it straightened. Why would anybody do that? I don't know. Why did you do it? I just wanted to change. You're a pretty girl. You're the prettiest of my 3 girls, but you always look like such a schlub. Why don't you wear any makeup? Do I need makeup? Everyone needs makeup. Don't let anybody tell you different. The only woman who
start, didn't I? First time he came around here with that silly little electric car and that stupid orange beard and that turban. It wasn't a turban. I just don't understand some of the choices you make. You're 43 years old. 44 years old. Maybe you're past the point of having children, and that's okay if you don't wanna. But aren't you interested in finding a husband? A husband in Alaska? You don't meet people where you live, you meet them where you work. You work at a college. Don't tell me there aren't people coming through the doors of that library every day. So you want me to marry some 18-year-old in one of these hick towns? They still have teachers on the Tulsa campus, don't they? Barry was a teacher at TU. Yeah. Environmental studies. Barry was a loser. Barry wasn't a loser. He dumped you, didn't he? To my mind, that makes him. He didn't dump me. It just didn't work out between us. Yes. All right, dear. I'm sorry. But maybe it would have worked out between you if you'd worn some makeup. How many was that? I wasn't counting. Is your mouth burning? Like a son of a bitch. My tongue is on fire. Are you supposed to be smoking? Is anybody supposed to be smoking? You have cancer of the mouth. I have enough to worry about right this minute without you getting on me about my smoking. I'm not getting on you. Just leave it alone. Are you scared? Of course I'm scared. And you are a comfort, sweetheart. Thank God one of my girls stayed close to home. My generation family stayed together. That was a different time. No kidding. Did you call up Maddie Faye? Aunt Maddie Faye's here. I know that, dummy. Did you call her? I thought you called her. I guess I did. Oh, I don't remember. You've got a lot on your mind. She means to come in here and tell me what's what. I don't know how the child puts up with it. He smokes a lot of grass. He does? Smokes a lot of grass. Grass? You say grass? What do